We have checked out of our Airbnb in Sofia, Bulgaria, and we've driven just maybe 5 minutes down the road, and we're here at the Sofia Zoo to let the kids have some fun and let off some energy. They love animals, they love the zoo, so we're gonna have a really good morning hopefully, and then we're gonna be driving to another city in Bulgaria for one final night in the country. So let's get going. We're right there. We're at the entrance. It's a big zoo. You getting ready to fly, or is he just like being silly? Look at the tiger. All the signs are in Bulgarian, but good thing we know what it is just by looking at it. Cheetah back there. Wow. Oh, they're so cute. Look, there he is, look! Wow. Look at all the wolves. Zebra. 2 elephants, look. Where are you? Peekaboo. Look at the monkey. We finished up at the Sofia Zoo. Overall, it's a nice zoo. There were tons of animals. There were even some animals there that you don't usually see at zoos, like hippos and rhinos and stuff like that. A lot of birds, a lot of monkeys. Pretty cool. The only issue we had was that when we tried to buy tickets at the ticket desk, there are signs everywhere telling you the price and signs saying they take Visa and MasterCard. So we tried to use our credit cards because we don't have any more Bulgarian lev, which is the currency here. We used it all up the other day because we only have one more day in Bulgaria. We don't like keeping extra cash on hand, especially when we're going to continue our journey to other countries. So we tried to use our credit cards, and the lady said that they only take Bulgarian issued credit cards. They only take Bulgarian cards, and she would not take euros. So we were digging around in Ryan's wallet trying to find any last bits of Bulgarian money.
Pinching pennies.
Pinching pennies, literally. And luckily she was very nice, and she just took basically whatever we had for coins, which wasn't enough to cover the tickets for us, but
it was like half the price.
It was like half the price, yeah. So
it was supposed to be 10 lev, and I gave like 4 or 5.
Yeah. So we didn't have the 10, but we had 4 or 5. So luckily she just took that and gave us the tickets, which was really nice. She didn't have to do that, but it was definitely a stressful moment, and it was a little irritating because I've actually never heard of or never been in the situation in Europe where they only take cards issued in that country. We've never had an issue with any of our credit cards anywhere we've been. As long as they take cards, our cards work. So it was just very strange and definitely a little stressful moment, but once we got in, we had a great time. The kids had a great time running around and seeing all the animals and exploring. There are tons of playgrounds inside the zoo, so there's that as well. And now we're back in the car. We're gonna have a little lunch, and then we're on our way for one last night in Bulgaria to a town called Belogradchik. And the reason we're going there is because it's the home of one of the best preserved strongholds in all of Bulgaria, Belogradchik Fortress, which is a beautiful ancient fortress that dates all the way back to the 3rd century AD, when it was built by the Romans to protect their goods. And the interesting thing is that it was built among these huge and beautiful rock formations that date back millions of years. So it's a really beautiful place. They even do hot air balloon rides over the rocks in the morning sometimes. I don't think we're gonna do that because it's still a little pricey, but it reminds me so much of Cappadocia, just looking at the pictures and the hot air balloons and stuff. So definitely a cool place, and we really like fortresses. We really like history. We really like learning about history of different places. It's definitely a stop that we wanted to try to make, and it was too far for a day trip from Sofia. So we're gonna drive there tonight. It's about a 3-hour drive from Sofia. We're gonna stay the night, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna head over to the fortress, and then there's something else nearby that we may do as well. And then later in the afternoon we will head over to the border and cross over to Serbia, where we'll be staying in Nice for a few days. So let's start our drive.
Let's do it.
Snow? There's snow here?
To be fair, there's much more.
There's snow! Guys, there's snow on the ground. Alright, we have arrived here in our apartment in Belogradchik, and this is one that we actually bought on booking.com. We usually do Airbnb, but the cheapest place on Airbnb for one night was $150 US, which is absolutely insane and completely out of our budget, and it wouldn't have justified coming all the way here, which is 3 hours out of the way. So we did find this one on booking.com, and it was only $50 US for the one night, which isn't bad at all. There's a huge parking lot in the back with free parking, which is perfect, and there are some amazing views out the window of the fortress and of the rock formations, and it's actually super, super spacious. So when we come in the front door, we have one bedroom with a double bed. We have a huge wardrobe, and there's a couch in here too. Next door is another double bed, big wardrobe, another couch, and then right by the front entrance are your cabinets with tons of storage for our coats and our shoes and our suitcase and everything, so it's not in the way and the kids can't play with it. And then heading right past the bedrooms, we have the big old living room where the kids are relaxing and watching TV already while we get unpacked a little bit. You got another couch in here, a chair, TV. We got Nick Jr. right now in Bulgarian, but the kids don't really care. And in the living room is a little balcony with our fortress view. You can see the rocks back there. That's where the fortress is. The sun is setting, it's super beautiful. If we go over here, there's Ryan grabbing our stuff. And that's the huge parking lot. And then next to the living room, we go right over to the next room, which is the kitchen, but it's also another living room, I guess. You have your dining room table with a couch. There's also some chairs. There's another TV, and then swing it around, and you have your kitchen over here. Everything that we need. We have a sink, a microwave, a fridge, a little stove here, and there's another balcony. This one just looks out onto the other side. Super beautiful with the sun setting. And we do have a bathroom right over by the entrance. Here's the front door. Here's your bathroom. Washing machine. Right next door is your shower, sink, and then here is your toilet separated by a door. So Ryan can spend all his time here as he usually does. So this place is actually super decent value for the money. We have 2 bedrooms, which is something we almost never have on our travels. We usually have 1 bedroom and a sofa couch in the living room for all 4 of us, which works okay because our kids are so little and they usually share a bed with us anyways. We usually do 1 parent with 1 kid each night, and we usually rotate who sleeps on the sofa couch unless one person prefers to do it. So that's how it usually goes for us. But here we have 2 full bedrooms, which is going to be so nice. It's so spacious here. We only have 1 night, but we're definitely going to sleep really good tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to get up bright and early and check out that fortress. So we're going to get the kids settled here and hit the hay because we're all exhausted.